Hot chocolate. Now, who remembers Borland? There's a name that you haven't seen probably for 20 years. So today's video is in response to yesterday's video. If you missed yesterday's, I did a quick trip down memory lane with Windows 3.1 and Visual Basic 3. As a result of that video, there was a conversation that happened down in the comments with Leo's Music, and I'll stick his link to his channel in the description below. And there was a comment about where I started programming originally, which was back on the home computers, so the Sinclair Spectrum, the Commodore 64. And specifically, there was an observation made that many programmers, especially the big games programmers, all started on the Commodore 64. Now, I concur with this. A lot of them did go through the Commodore 64, and there's a reason for this. The main reason is that it was very, very accessible, and those who practiced the basic would soon find that they've outgrown it, and they would move into machine code and other types of programming. So, the machine would grow with them, and those people then went on to become games programmers as they became more and more proficient. There was a lot of money to be made in that. So then, of course, the big question is, well, why doesn't that happen much these days? And the short answer is it does. The people like Mark Zuckerberg and other people of his generation, the reason that they are successful is because they spent a lot of time when everybody else was goofing around. These guys were sitting there learning how the technology works and trying to apply themselves to it. So that's what they did, and this happens over and over. People like Bill Gates and Paul Allen, they were hard working on Microsoft's early products when everybody else was also goofing around. And how many people watch YouTube versus how many people do creating? How many people are in a band versus how many people listen to music on iTunes? There's always this big disparity between the number of creators and the number of consumers. If you can become the gateway of the content, then obviously you stand to make a lot of money. This has always happened. It doesn't matter if it's the printing press, if it was owner of the New York Times or whatever. If you've got a small group of people that are making a lot of value for a large group of people, then you stand to make a lot of money. And this is going to happen all over again. There is nothing stopping you going to Microsoft's website, downloading a copy of Visual C++, and then go and build your own operating system that's bigger and better than, say, Mac OS or Windows. There's nothing stopping you doing that, and it's likely to happen. Like, these two operating systems, whilst they have most of the market right now, they're not likely to be the last operating systems. So yes, that's where I'm going to leave it off today. It's a very short and sweet one today. If you like these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing, and speak to you soon. Bye.